Hello everybody, SirMonkeySuit here. Welcome back to Code Geass. We're on episode 11 of season 1, and I am very excited for this episode because if I remember correctly, last episode ended on quite a cliffhanger. I think I said that episode 10 was my favorite episode, right? I think that's what I said. Because we essentially had Lelouch and his Black Knights head to the Japan Liberation Front's headquarters sort of beforehand, before the Empire got there, so that like he could catch them off guard. The Empire made sure to have a perimeter so that nobody could get in from the outside, but they never thought about what if he was already there on the inside. So that was really smart. I really loved it. I love the fact that he set up like sort of like canisters to kind of shoot, I guess, like, I don't know, but like I don't know what it was essentially, but it ended up, you know, pressurizing the whole mountain, vibrating it, causing the landslides to head down the mountain and actually take out a lot of the Empire forces, which is just great. I love fucking smart strategic shit. You know what I mean? Like, I love like straight on head-to-head fights. Don't get me wrong, but for me, I like strategy and like smart play is like something I really love. I love to see it. Like it gets me hyped. You know, because it requires like some element of sort of thought into it. You know what I mean? Where straight up head-to-head fights can, you know what I mean, can be sort of seen as a bit, you know, a bit straightforward. You know what I mean? There's not too much. Yeah, whatever. Anyway, because otherwise I'll just end up ranting on nothing. It'll be pointless. So yeah, we had obviously the Black Knights and all that set up there beforehand. With, I guess, intel from Die Hard Reed. I guess he's the one that sent them the whole thing of that. Because apparently Die Hard Reed, I believe, wants to join up with the Black Knights, but like, I thought he wasn't really like into that whole like idealist kind of thing. I thought like his ideals weren't like a part of one or the other. I figured since he was like the media guy, he just wanted to kind of be in it for himself, and just like, because the Black Knights were so like theatrical and stuff like that, and Lelouch and like as Zero would like put on like shows and stuff that would like increase ratings in media, so he'd be like, yep, I'm getting on that, I love this shit, you know what I mean? So it's just, you know, it is strange, but doesn't matter to me. I mean, I'm fine with Die Hard Reed going for it, because then I feel like he can play both sides. I feel like Die Hard Reed can play the idea of being the media guy and just being like, yep, I'm just doing this, but in reality he's actually on a part of the Black Knights, I guess, or part of the rebellion, unbeknownst to the Empire, which is cool. So yeah, we've got a Cornelia. I can't remember exactly how it ended. I remember Jeremiah like pretty much abandoning his post and heading after Lelouch. And then got done in by Callan because she has this new improved mech called the Gurren Mark II, or Nightmare for him. I don't know if I don't think he's dead, because he did end up getting ejected out, but he wasn't looking in a good way, put it that way. So I can't remember if it ended with Cornelia and Zero like head to head, like they could see each other or whatnot. I guess we'll find out. But yeah, so yeah, that was all I think. So we'll just we'll get into episode 11, shall we? Let's go. Battle for Narita.
What are our losses?
I've only got signal from 20% of our forces.
20%? Our command structure can't sustain this.
This is our chance.
Lloyd,
Oh,
you're so rash.
Huh?
shit. Is he gonna get...
Would you like a detailed explanation?
No, I'll pass.
Come on, move! I can't lose to 11. I am a Britannian!
Well, tough shit.
All right, we're in Mark II.
Oh shit, he had busted on!
That's right, move swiftly. If you survive this battle, you can call yourself a true warrior.
Something's approaching the Viceroy from behind.
All units, are you ready?
Oh shit, it's the
All right.
Japan Liberation
Deploy the
Front.
custom boot eyes.
Deploying!
Listen carefully. If this landslide was man-made, it should allow us to hit Cornelia from behind. Capture Cornelia now. Take revenge for what happened
The
7
mechs
years
have swords!
Yes, sir.
Protect her
Oh,
highness!
shit.
These are not just any boot eyes.
This reminds me of 7 years ago.
But it's different now. This time we have nightmares as well.
Yes.
After you drive them back, meet me over at point 9.
9. I understand.
Cornelia!
You weaklings! All right, keep this up and crush Zero!
Zero, Cornelia's under attack down below.
What's that? Which team made the move?
It's not our people. Looks like the JLF.
Someone else understands my intent? How excellent. They'll hold off the Royal Guard, which is just what we need.
I'm sorry for the
This is why three-way battles are so cool.
We've been waiting.
General.
Fool! If Princess Cornelia is taken by these 11s, this entire battle is lost!
Yes, sir!
Well, never mind, they're gone.
Euphemia, you must act now to prevent a disaster.
Oh, it's gonna end up being Suzaku, isn't it?
Can't. There's a field hospital right here, and civilians just can't.
Well, hello there. The A6 crew reporting for duty.
Sub-Viceroy Euphemia, I beseech you, please order us into the battle.
Right. But what's the harm in trying? Since it's just one unit, it won't look bad for you if we lose, right? Are you listening?
Yuffie. Yes, I understand. Please do it.
Is that what he said, Yuffie?
Lieutenant Colonel, what about Cornelia?
If Zero's the man I think he is, he's moving into position right now. We've got to trust him.
It's like,
Zero's on the move.
I love this.
We'll keep going and
Fuck.
come over and back you up.
The princess was trying to trap Toto. Now there's a nightmare waiting for her. Princess Cornelia!
I got the message, Guilford.
Oh no, Colin's there.
Z01 Lancelot.
Suzaku, there's one thing I want to ask you.
What's that?
More than anything, you hate when people die, yet you're in the military. Why is that?
I'm in the military to stop people from dying.
And that self-contradiction will get you killed someday. Sorry about that.
Cornelia!
Lowborn scum! What's this? That's not just a customized unit.
Can you hear me,
Oh,
Cornelia?
Shit.
Checkmate.
You're a fool, Zero. This one! If I take this one out, I'm free and clear!
Oh shit. There goes our weapons.
Coward! Attacking from behind!
Really? And your own attack methods don't show acts of cowardice?
If this goes on, Princess Cornelia will be...
Guilford. Guilford, my knight. You and Dalton protect Yuffie.
Your Highness!
I won't surrender. As an Imperial Princess, I'll fight to the last!
Princess Cornelia!
She's so predictable.
Oh Christ.
As reckless as ever, eh? He's used the Varus to clear the obstacles in his path.
It's him again?
Oh God.
Mark II, destroy that unit immediately!
I wonder how this is gonna work. Lancelot beat that.
You handle that thing! It's as fast as the Lancelot?
Oh shit, it's on par with it.
If I could take it down!
Oh God.
Is that all you got?
Oh. I want to know what that power is. Like, what does it do in there?
Ogie! Yes, how's it going, Mark II? The right hand's wrecked. We gotta fix it.
So it's,
But people aren't just pieces in a chess game. Zero wouldn't think like that. If he did, he'd end up using us as pawns too. I don't believe he'd do that.
so the.
Special Corps head trailer. Found Zero.
The left.
Going in for capture.
The left Lelouch by himself.
Zero, I owe you. I know that. You've saved a lot of people. I know there are lots of 11s supporting you from the shadows. However, your methods are... That's... Is it the girl from the capsule in Shinjuku?
Stop now! Don't even think about hurting him!
Wait, what are you doing? You're challenging a nightmare?
It's a problem if you die. It'll be indirect contact, but it's worth a try.
Is that his dad?
You're dead!
Or is it just like a mirage kind of thing? Is she making like an illusion?
No.
To like, so they can get away?
I'm just feeding him some shock images. I can't tell what he's seeing, though.
Don't be foolish. I can't keep owing you favors.
No, not now!
What? No, now is he gonna get... What? That's the same symbol as the Geass.
That's...
Stop it! Stay out of my mind! Stop it! You're unveiling me.
I had to do it!
What?
Guilford, relay this message to all units. Prepare to retreat. There's no reason to waste the lives of any more of my men. Stay in formation and fall back cautiously.
Hey, where's Zero? I can't raise his Borai.
Her vital signs are at human levels. I'd better analyze a blood sample later and photograph the wounds.
You finally called me by my real name.
Oh, what about Kururugi?
He's safe now. We had to wait till his energy filler ran out to finally stop him.
Stop him from what? Was there a problem with his unit?
Apparently, it was going berserk.
A failure unworthy of my older brother's forces.
It straight up traumatized him.
That's your name, isn't it?
You have a bad habit of eavesdropping.
Well, it's a good name. It's a lot more human than C2.
Oh, that's a joke. As if I want to be more human. I've forgotten everything. Every single thing.
It's a good time to say this. Yes, you saved me today. You did that before, and then gave me Geass. That's why. I'll only say this once. Thank you.
No one's ever thanked me before. Say it again, like you did before.
Oh, you mean the name?
For God's sake, I'm gonna fucking say it. Damn it! Fucking hell, man.
How was that?
Jeremiah.
Enough! I swear I'm not orange! Zero!
Zero, are you okay? The others went on ahead and... who's that?
Oh, you needn't worry. I don't know why snow is white, but I still think snow is beautiful. I don't hate it.
I see.
Okay, episode 11. Yeah, another great episode. A lot of fighting in this one. Alright, just starting from the top then. Like, it was water veins that they activated at the top of the mountain, which is great because, you know what I mean, along with all of like the sort of, well, I say like debris and stuff like that, but like the rock and all of that, it would just turn into like rushing mud essentially, which is like even better than just like a straight up landslide. It's just like it's really cool. I wrote down like character designs, like being like tall and thin and stuff, in regards to You know what I mean? Because I've been watching like Blindwave react to this, and they like talk about it and stuff like that. And I think I'm just, because I don't think I've talked about it, but like the character designs and things like that. And I think it's completely normal for me. Like I don't see like what's wrong with it. I think probably that's down to like, I think if I can relate it to anything that I've seen before, it's probably Yu-Gi-Oh! And like Yu-Gi-Oh! For those of you who don't know, is like, that was like the anime that actually got me into anime. Was Yu-Gi-Oh! The first generation. And they have sort of, when you look at them like from like a distance, they're very tall and thin as well. So I don't know, maybe it just doesn't bother me as much. But I thought I'd just bring it up anyway because, you know, I mean, like they were talking about it and things, and you know how it's a little bit put offish for those guys. But I mean, to me, I'm fine with it. I've never been bothered by it. I wrote down Lloyd's, like the scientist Lloyd's name and Valletta as well, because I feel like I never wrote down those people's names, so now I know, hopefully, for the future. Fucking Japan, the British front have mechs with swords. They have katanas and that. That's nuts. That was insane. I was like, what? that really surprised me. I was happy with that. And again, like, it's the three-way battle thing. Like, I love it because it just adds another element. Like when it's 1v1 or one side versus another side, and it's just like a two-way battle kind of thing. It's very again, that's kind of straightforward. I liken it to the idea of like strategy and things like that, and you know, that I was talking about before. With the three-way, you kind of with a three-way, you kind of there's a lot more interesting possibilities that can happen with an extra team in the fray. That's you know, that is like the third wheel. And you saw it here where Todo, I think his name is, where he was trying to determine what Zero's actions would be. So it was kind of like a sort of an unofficial alliance thing going on, where they used each other to the like for their own sort of for their like own well-being. So essentially it was like a 2-on-1 fight essentially, with, you know, that unofficial like sort of alliance in there. But yeah, that was great. We had C2 use a Geass to make illusions, or sort of like put like imagery in Suzaku's head, and then when Lelouch touched her, it forwarded to him as well. But he was seeing what sort of memories from her. So I'm not sure if it's sort of, it must be a mixture of reality and sort of like reality and non-reality. So obviously, like with Suzaku seeing his dad and stuff, and then eventually things turn into like, you saw like weird sort of silhouetted people looking like zombies essentially, like walking through like sort of mindless, and that could be like a sort of symbolic to Lelouch's Geass, and all like to make people like order people around kind of thing, making them like zombies essentially. But we had that, and then like it seemed to mix with Suzaku's, and then Suzaku was watching like something completely different. Like trying to make sense of that is quite it's quite tough, considering it's like kind of all over the place and stuff. I feel like once Lelouch kind of added his, like when he like got involved with it, it sort of messed up everything else, so that like essentially what C2 was projecting to Suzaku sort of merged. And I feel like that's the reason why Suzaku was traumatized, because what he was originally witnessing was something real, and with his dad, right, with his father, and and then and then he started seeing like essentially like, you know, like these fucking zombies and fucking like weird nightmarish shit. And I think like to us, obviously looking at it, because it had that sort of weird like white and black artistic style, it obviously like wasn't real to us. But I imagine to him it probably was real, being an illusion, because obviously he looked at his dad and he thought like his dad was dead. So like obviously it must have looked absolutely real to him, a full-on illusion, whereas to us we could see it happening. So yeah, very interesting. C2 seems to be very sort of, she is secretive of her past, it would seem like, because she was like, no, you're unveiling me kind of thing. And I wonder if she was like experimented or tested on, like, well we know she was with Clovis and all that, the whole experiment thing going on, but I wonder if it's like before that, like she was probably used as a, from like an early age, like just, you know, and it feels like that's what it was, like her like not wanting to be human, I guess, because she's been like tested on shit and whatnot. And I would like to, I really want to know C2's like past and how she has this power to give Geass to people and stuff like that. It's just, yeah, it's strange. But yeah, so Zack was traumatized. I don't know how long he will be like this for. It seems to have gotten him really bad. But yeah, finally, when I was rewatching, like I said, I was watching Blind Wave like react to it, and I specifically in like episode 3, what I didn't pick up on was, because obviously like waiting like a week to keep like, you know, to watch more. Luckily, I'm going to be able to watch it more regularly next week when I up the Patreon early access thing. So I'll be watching 4 episodes a week. But back then, what I didn't realize was when Lelouch was speaking to Clovis and he used his Geass to find out who was involved like with his mother's murder, Clovis said 2 names, and he said, I can't remember what the other one was, but Cornelia was one of them. So, but the question wasn't who did the murder thing, but it was, but who was like, who would know. Clovis said, if you like, you know, that Cornelia knows more about it. Doesn't necessarily mean she was involved with it, you know, but she knows more than what Clovis did. I feel like, I don't know, judging by like how obviously Cornelia knows more than Clovis, I don't see how Lelouch will ever keep Cornelia alive, if they ever come face to face and he has that opportunity. So, but yeah, that was all very interesting. I love this show. Moving on to episode 12 next. So yes, all right. So, I just recently got this, and the week before I got this. These were both given to me by they were both gifted to me by Michael Ortiz, a person who has he's given me so much like money, and he has sent me these 2 statuettes, figurine things. The first person to send me a package to my PO box. If you guys want to send me anything, my PO box address is in the description below on every video. So if you do want to send me stuff, I will open it up, I'll react to it and all that stuff on camera. But if you want to send me stuff and you don't want me to show it on camera, then that's fine as well. I'll just make sure that you say so with the package, and then I'll make sure to do that. But yeah, thank you, Michael, for those, because those are fucking sweet. Absolute, you're a legend, mate. You're an absolute legend. Discord, we have a Discord. If you didn't know, that's also in the description below. I advise you definitely to go over there and check it out if you're like, if you're sort of into that sort of thing. We have a great community over there, and we want you to join us, because at the end of the day, you know, we have a very, very comfortable and chill community. You know what I mean? We absolutely love new people over there. So, you know, if you really want to join, you can come join. We have Dungeons and Dragons shit going on. We have karaoke things going on. We have streams going on. Eventually, when down the line I want to kind of involve like my own streams, so you'll be able to watch me react live. So if you want to be there for that, I suggest going over to the Discord. And finally, Patreon. Yes, like I said before, I'm upgrading my Patreon next week. The early access and everything above will be getting 4 episodes of every show a week. 4 episode reactions. That's great. That is 4 episodes of Steins Gate a week. 4 episodes of Haikyuu a week. 4 episodes of Tokyo Ghoul a week. 4 episodes of Code Geass a week. So at that point, I mean, the $5, I'd hope that is enough. I'd hope that is worth it, because I feel like just having a week early might feel like it's not enough. So I'm upping it. So hopefully that'll be enough for you guys. I really hope so. So yeah, that is all. So thank you everyone for watching. I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.